Hello, everyone. I hope that this live stream is not choppy. I do not have a very powerful computer. I'm currently on my laptop right now, so I really hope that everything is okay. Um, Comment in chat, let me know how things are going. Let me know if things are choppy because they look a little choppy on my end, or I feel like I can literally check on my phone. Let me go to my own YouTube channel, watch my own stream real quick, because this is not my first time ever live streaming, but it is my first. It's a little choppy. Okay, I think I know what to do. Give me 1 second. I think I'm trying to do too much on my computer at once, because what I was trying to do was to record the live at the same time, just in case like something happened, then I could like clip it and like upload it as a YouTube short later. But if anything, I'll just download my own live and then pick a clip from there. So yeah, let me now move this back over and make this full screen. So I have this is my first time doing a live on this channel. I used to have um, a live stream channel back when I was like 19. And so that was 8 years ago. I'm 27 now. And so I haven't live streamed in a very long time. And also my live stream setup was very different. 8 years ago, like I had a different computer, different microphone, everything. So yes, I hope that it's better now that I'm not trying to do multiple things on my not very powerful computer. So yes, let me just check it one more time from my end. It looks grainy. Why are we grainy? Yeah, and also, do you hear that? That's the sound of my laptop. That's just my laptop fan. And I'm sorry if you can hear that. But once again, don't have a powerful computer. But yes, so right now, a little, I don't know, behind the scenes, my camera is here, my laptop is there, and I have my TV over here where I'm reading chat. So if you see me looking over here, that's where I'm reading the chat from. So, looks and sounds good. Yes, thank you. I'm glad for the feedback. And then congrats on the milestone. Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much. I am honestly so shocked. I'm honestly so shocked because, like, this is supposed to be a crochet in chat. Look at me not crocheting. So before I say what I was about to say, I'm going to just crochet a double-stranded ruffle hat, which is like my go-to hat. And I don't really have to think while making it because one, it's my design, and two, I've made it so many times. So yeah, I know how to make it. So I won't really have to think. I won't really have to count. You know what I mean? So I'm going to use green, and this is Kelly Green and Sunny Day. Both of them are impeccable. I don't know if I have enough of this green, if I'm being honest. So we're going to go until I either run out of yarn or finish the hat, whichever one comes first. Hi, Toasted Squirrel. My day was good. I'm a little tired because I'm not a morning person and I woke up early today. But I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to lie to you. After this stream, I'm probably going to take a nap. Probably going to take a nap. Hi, Silent Star, and hi, Crafts by Yvette. Hello, everyone. So, you know how I said, oh, I'm going to come back to what I was saying before? I don't remember what I was saying before. I always do that. I always like digress from my main point and then can't remember my original point. So if anyone can remind me what I was talking about, if not, it might come back to me later. Hello, Lizzie. What's up? How are you? And so, yeah, we're just going to crochet and chat. But, ooh, I don't know if you guys have noticed, my hair is different. Um, I did my hair last night. And so this might have been what I was going to say before. I don't remember. But I'm actually going to Jamaica this week. So I refreshed the hair because I'm going on a little trip. And the plan is to still, hello everyone. Sorry, everyone's in the chat. Hello, 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 hello. Wow, I just stuttered there. But yes, the plan is to try and film some things ahead of time because I don't want to stop posting even though I'm going to be away for a week. So the plan is, I also haven't uploaded a long form video in a while. And so when I'm on the plane, I'm gonna try to edit a video. I actually have a video. So I want to tell you guys what it's about. I'll tell you guys. For those who are on the stream, you'll get to know. So I recorded a video of me crocheting my birthday sweater and then didn't post it. Mind you, my birthday was 2 months ago in January. And so I have that video filmed and partially edited. And the next video that's going to go up is that video. And I'm hoping to post it this week. And so since I'm going to be away, I'm not going to have work, which means I'll have more time in my day to actually sit down and edit. So I'm going to try to edit some on the plane. And then hopefully it's finished because I already started editing that one. And then maybe I'll be able to edit another video while I'm away. And I've already pre-filmed some shorts. So then I'm going to be posting those. So even though I'm going to be offline, the videos will still get posted. Does that make sense? Like I'm not going to be home, but you guys are still going to get content. You should do more giveaways. I love the cat ear beanie I got. Well, I'm so happy that you love the beanie. I hope to do more giveaways. It's actually funny because I was going to do a 10K giveaway, but then I ended up doing that giveaway before I hit 10K. I did it when I was at like 9,500 and then I hit 10K like a week or two later and I was like, I just did a giveaway. So then I was going to do a 10K live stream, which is this one. But then I hit 15K so soon after. So I was like, oh, I guess it's a 15K live stream now. So yes, I would love to do another giveaway. I just need to figure out the logistics of it all. Sorry, I know I said I didn't need to count, but yes, I do. On row 1, I need to count. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more. Enjoy your trip. Thank you so much. I go to Jamaica. I was actually just in Jamaica in May. And so I don't know if I've mentioned this. You probably can tell from some of the recent things I've been posting. But like my background is Jamaican. That's where my parents are from. And so you saw like me make the Jamaican flag hat and like the other hats in the Jamaican colors. And these two are also Jamaican colors. Like Jamaica is black, green, and gold. This hat is just going to be green and gold. And so, yes, I'm going to visit some family and get some sun because right now in Toronto, it is not warm. It's not warm. We literally, like maybe a week or two ago, it was hot. Like it was like 16 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it was warm, like to the point where I wasn't wearing a jacket. I was just like going outside in a sweater. And those days came and left. And so we're back to being cold. Like not quite like in the negatives anymore, but it's cold. It is cold. And so I'm glad to catch some sun. maybe go to the beach and lay by the pool. Like, I'm going to enjoy the warmth because, and then by the time I come back to Canada, it should be like almost April, which means it might be warm. So I might leave the cold, and then when I come back to Canada, it might be warm again. Who knows? The weather is either hot or freezing where you're at. Honestly, Canada, or I can't speak for all of Canada, Toronto can be the same way. It's like it's either too cold to do anything or it's either too hot to do anything. So it's like my favorite season in terms of weather is spring because it's not too hot, not too cold. Fall is nice too, but it's on the chillier side. But like May in Toronto, like May, June is like perfect weather. And then when you get into like July and August, it's just hot. It's just hot. Like the kind of hot when you're like sticky hot. Mm-mm-mm. Don't love that. Hey Leah, how are you? Thanks for joining the stream. I have 33 people in the no. How many people in the stream right now? 33, 7. I don't know what. Let me tell you what I'm seeing on my screen. It says concurrent viewers 7. So I assume that's the amount of people currently here. But then I guess total views 33. So at some point 33 people have come in and out. So yes, thank you for joining my first live stream. I know that I guess posted about it a little late. I posted about it on Friday and I meant to post about it on like Wednesday. So you guys only got a 2-day heads up, but thank you guys for showing up. I'm so grateful. Like things have been so crazy this last week and a bit. Like so a little bit of background in terms of like how this channel has been growing. So in September, I had my first viral video, which currently sits at like 7 million views or something crazy. But it initially got to 4 million and then just kind of stayed there for a bit. And then this week, or like maybe like a week and a half ago, I had another video go viral. However, it was also like every video I posted after that would get like a minimum of 100,000 views. So for like a week, every single video I posted got between 100,000 and a million views. And I was like, what? That has never happened to me before. In September, it was like that one-off video. And then every other video after that was kind of just like stagnant. But that video, like my old videos from like 2 years ago, they started getting views. Like I had a video, like I'm pretty sure the first YouTube short I ever posted on this channel was at like 1,000 views, and now it's at like 54,000. I was like, what? Like absolutely crazy. My mind is truly blown. Like I literally did not expect that. And like then my first viral video, the initial one from September, that one also started getting views again. So it like stopped at 4 million. And then in the past week, it went up to 7 million. So yeah, it's truly crazy. My mind is blown. And I'm just so grateful that people have been seeing my videos and liking my videos, because if any of you are like aspiring content creators, I don't know if this is encouraging or discouraging, but I have been on YouTube for 10 years. Like March 7th marked 10 years since being on YouTube, but not on this channel, on my first channel that I made back when I was in high school. And so essentially what I'm saying is to get to the point of like constant regular growth, it took me like 10 years to figure it out. And that could be encouraging or discouraging depending on how you look at it. It could be discouraging if you're like, I have to wait a decade to like get anywhere on social media. Not necessarily. um, Different people blow up in different ways on different timelines, and it's also just about like finding your thing. Like my first channel would have, in my opinion, done a lot better if I had a niche. Like on this channel, everything I talk about is crochet, but on my first channel, I just talked about anything, right? So one day I would be talking about something that happened at school, and the next day I would be talking about track and fields because I was a track athlete at the time, and I would talk about a new phone that I bought. Like every single video was a different topic, right? And so it was like if someone subscribed to me for track and field and then the next video I'm talking about the new iPhone, then people are confused, right? So with this channel, I had like a better strategy. Like I'm going to talk about one thing and this is the place that people come if they are interested in crochet, right? And so back to, sorry, I go on tangents. Usually in my videos, I cut these tangents out, but we're live, so I can't cut them out. But so it can feel discouraging, like, oh, if I start today, I might not see results for 10 years. That might sound discouraging, but on the encouraging side, the encouraging point of view is don't feel like you're doing something wrong if you don't blow up immediately, because most people don't blow up immediately, right? And so if you started posting videos yesterday or last month and you maybe each of your videos gets 100 views, that doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means that you're learning. Like very few people start out getting millions of views. You know what I mean? And so yeah, it's like you're not in it alone. Like there's nothing wrong with your content. You're just learning. And like if I if I go back to my very, very first YouTube video ever back when I was 17, admittedly, looking back, it's not that great. However, I always say that I am most proud of my first video ever because I'm quite an introverted person, which you may not be able to tell through the camera, but in person, like when I meet people when I meet new people, that's what I meant to say, I tend to be like more shy and reserved. And then when I get to know you, then I'm like my bubbly self, right? And so putting myself online was a very big step for me. Like, I'm even so surprised, like knowing how shy of a person I was in high school. I'm so surprised that I worked up the nerve to post my first video. So I always say that my first video is my best video in the sense that nothing that I posted after that would have happened without me having the confidence to post that first video. So yes, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much. And to Jessa and Lizzie, you said that you love my videos. Thank you so much. Sorry that I haven't been doing a good job at reading chat. This is my first live stream in about 8 years. Last time I did a live stream, I was 19 years old. And fun fact about that. So I'm just gonna ramble. I hope you guys are okay with that. This is just very chill, just crocheting and chatting. So essentially, when I was in my first year of university, my university went on strike. So at the time I had my first YouTube channel and I was posting once a week every Monday. And what I used to do when school was in session is I would film on a Saturday, edit on a Sunday, and upload on Monday, right? Because I was busy during the week for school. But then I didn't have school because my university went on strike. So then I was like, what do I do? Like I had all this extra time and I'm the kind of person that gets restless. Like I can't just do nothing. Like I know in a sense, like when you're really busy, you're like, oh, I wish I could just stay home and sleep all day, which is nice for a time. But if you did that every single day, or I'm going to speak for myself. If I did that every single day, I'd get bored. Like after you get caught up on all your shows and you've scrolled through social media and you've caught up with all your friends that you maybe haven't spoken to in a while, what are you doing? You just wake up, doom scroll, go back to sleep? Like, no, I need something to do during the day, right? And so I didn't have school because my school was on strike. So I had nothing going on. Like at the time I didn't get my first job till I was 21. So yeah, I didn't have a job and I didn't have school. I didn't have any extracurriculars. Like everything was canceled. And so I started live streaming because I wanted something to do. And yeah, I live streamed every single day from like March of 2018 until like September whenever school came back into session. So I'm not brand new to live streaming, but I haven't done it in years. Do you like to multitask when you crochet? Yes, in this, like, I like to have something playing, like a video, like YouTube, a movie, TV show. Like, I am always pulling one of these. Like, I did recently learn that I can crochet without looking, but especially if I'm working on like an order or something, I still like to look because I don't want to miss a stitch for something when making something that someone paid for. I'm new. How are you? I am good. The person Ben, how are you? But yeah, so I always like to have something playing in the background. Sometimes if I'm designing something new and it's something that requires a lot of math, then I might just like have silence because I need to really focus on what I'm doing. But if I'm making something that I've made a bunch of times before, like now I can chat to you and crochet. I have not counted a single stitch except for the first row, so I should have 48 right now. I don't know if I do, but I feel like I do. So we're gonna keep going, and if the stitch count is wrong, that's unfortunate. um, you haven't tried crocheting without looking? Girl, give it a try. You might surprise yourself. I surprised myself. I genuinely didn't think I could. And then I literally did one stitch and then checked. And then did two stitches and checked. Three stitches and checked. Like, and then once I realized, okay, I'm not skipping any stitches, I watched a full episode of a TV show, 45 minutes, didn't look down once, and then when I did look down to just double check, I hadn't missed a single stitch. Like, I guess I could always do it. I just didn't know because I just didn't try. Like, muscle memory, give it a shot. Give it a shot. What am I making? I'm making one of my double-stranded ruffle hats because this is one of the things that I can make quite mindlessly. Like I can crochet and not think while making these. And I also got really good at making these during Christmas time. I don't know if you guys saw, because I had about half the amount of subscribers back then, but I did a series called Hatmas, which is a play on words of Vlogmas, because you know how a lot of YouTubers still do Vlogmas, so they'll post one vlog every single day leading up to Christmas. So I knew that I did not have the time to vlog like full length, like long form video every single day for 25 days. Like, your girl has a full-time job. If I was a full-time YouTuber, I might attempt Vlogmas. Attempt being the operative word, because would I succeed? I don't know, but I would give it a shot. But anyways, I decided to do my own version where I did YouTube shorts instead. And I know that I already post a YouTube short every day. So to post every single day until Christmas wasn't that out of the box for me. However, I was making something every single day. Like some of my YouTube shorts, I'm not making something. I might just be like telling a story. But to make a hat, like this specific hat, takes me about an hour or so. And so it's like I was filming for an hour every day, and then I had to edit that hour of footage and all this stuff. So it was a lot, it was a lot more work than my usual shorts, but I'm glad that I did it. And I got really fast. I feel like on day 1, it took me an hour and 15 minutes to make this hat. And then by day 12, I think it took me 52 minutes. Like it took me under an hour. So I've gotten really fast at making this specific hat because I did it 12 days in a row. Because I didn't do 25 days, I did 12 days of Hatmas. So yeah, I made the same hat 12 days in a row, and I've gotten pretty good at it. Checking is a must. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't, unless it was like a challenge video, I wouldn't make a full project without looking. But when it came to me trying to test if I could do it without looking or not, I literally crocheted probably like 16 rows of a project without looking, because I was like, if I miss a stitch, it doesn't matter, because that wasn't something I planned to sell. That was just something I was like, it was basically like a test swatch. And so yeah, like I was just as surprised as anybody else. I was like, well, wait a second, you're telling me I was doing 60 stitches times 16 rows. What math is that? Somebody do that math. That's how many stitches I did without looking, and I didn't miss a single one. I'm just as shocked as you. Trust me. Oh my gosh. Is there a pattern or design that intimidates me? Not currently. There's definitely, I don't know. Like for me, it's not like written patterns or like video tutorials. I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with, but like, I don't know if this counts, but freehanding things can be intimidating for me, especially if it's like for a custom order. And so you're making something that you've never made before, and like someone has paid you. And so it can be nerve-wracking because it's like, I don't wanna like take your money and then make something you don't like. You know what I mean? So that can be nerve-wracking. And like a lot of my customs are free-handed because it's like someone is giving you a concept, and then you have to try to make the concept, right? And sometimes there are pictures. Like I currently have a custom order coming up. Speaking of, I need to reply to someone on Etsy. My communication skills have not been great lately, I'm not gonna lie, but there's someone I need to reply to about a custom order. And for this particular custom order, I was able to find a pattern that will work for what they want versus me having to make it up from scratch. So then I'm not going to be so nervous about that because I'm going to be able to follow a pattern. But yeah, usually I tend to be good with patterns, and I am a visual learner, so I do prefer video tutorials. Hence why when I came out with my pattern, I also came out with a video tutorial as well, because I know that reading patterns isn't everyone's forte. So I wanted many options for people. I can make an adult ruffle hat in an hour. Yup. Especially like the double-stranded ones. The single-strand ones take me 2 hours because you have to make more rows. But when it's double-stranded, it works up faster. Like each row is like longer. So like, for example, when I make a standard ruffle hat, it is 16 rows plus 2 rows for the ruffles. For this one, it's 13 rows plus 2 rows for the ruffles. So it's 3 less rows. So it takes, and also it's less stitches. Like with my standard ruffle hats, it's 60 inches, not inches, 60 stitches to get the circumference that I need. But for this one, it's only 48. So I'm doing overall less, I'm doing less rows and less stitches per row. So yeah, it flies. You're currently untangling your yarn. Oh my gosh, I wish you luck. I've been there, done that. It's not fun. Mm-mm-mm. Crochet problems or knitting problems, anything where you need some yarn. Hello, Lewis. Is it Lewis or Louis? I never know how to pronounce it because it could be pronounced either way. But I hope I didn't butcher your name. Hello. What am I crocheting? I am crocheting a double-stranded ruffle hat. And honestly and truly, I don't know if I said this already, but I picked this project right before the stream. I was trying to get myself situated in terms of like getting my tech working and all that stuff. And then once I got that all figured out, I was like, oh, I need something to crochet. Hello, Summer. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. My first ever live stream on this channel. So, yes, have I run out of things to talk about? That's another thing that I've learned about live streaming back when I live streamed many moons ago. You got to keep talking because if someone hops in your live and you're like, and then they hop in the moment, like they hop in when you were silent, there's always a delay. Like when I say something, you might see it 30 seconds later just because of how internet works. Like my connection has to go to space and then come down to your computer. You know what I mean? So it's like if someone hops in when you're being silent and then by the time you say, oh, hi, like if they message something in the chat, by the time you say it, they're going to leave the stream because there's like a 30-second delay. So you cannot be silent on live streams. That is what I learned. You gotta always find something to talk about. When I was 19 and streaming, I'd talk about anything. I'd be like, oh look, I have this portable charger. Bro, I would talk about anything under the sun. Love the ruffle hats. Thank you, thank you. You were at Walmart and you saw the fake granny stitch sweater. When I saw it, I was like so excited. I was like, ooh, crochet. And I like shimmied over to it. And then it wasn't. And I was like, oh, okay. We got some faux shay up in here. I was disappointed. Like part of me is like, I'm glad that crochet isn't being mass produced because that would probably be in an unethical way. That's a hard sentence to say. But at the same time, it's like, then don't fake it, right? Either do the real thing and pay people their wages or don't do it. Like those are the two options. Pay the people to make the real thing or don't. Like don't do it at all. I'm the queen of same but different. I'm a self-proclaimed queen. I'm glad that other people have just gone along with it. Like it's like I just decided. I'm like, yeah, I'm the queen, and everyone else is like, yeah, okay. So yeah, love that. I love that everyone just went along with it. Any happy accidents while making something? Not recently, not that I can think of. I might have to get back to you on that because knowing me, right as I end the stream, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, there was this thing. I don't know. A video suggestion, me crocheting and chatting. I've done that once. I do want to do more like casual videos like this, or even if I just do like live stream versions, because I have a backlog of videos that I filmed in 2025 and some videos from 2026 that I haven't posted yet. So me recording videos, those aren't getting edited anytime soon. So I feel like I would just love to just like live stream and crochet and chat with you guys. Hello, Rose. How are you? Um, but yeah, like this is so chill. I like doing this. And then when I'm done, I don't have to edit anything. So that's nice. Love that. Um, what if I made a teddy bear that was half red, half blue? I could, being honest, never crocheted a teddy bear. I've crocheted other animals. I find that so funny. I feel like a teddy bear is like the standard stuffed animal, and I've made like every other animal under the sun except for a bear. So high key, I should do that, because how have I made a duck, an octopus, a whale, an elephant, a bunny rabbit? Like your girl has made every single animal except for a teddy bear? That's crazy. I should hop on that. I should do that. Um, don't be ashamed of the backlogs, because you're right there with me. Honestly, it could really pile up. I'm telling you, like, I didn't realize how many I had until I plugged in my hard drive, and I'm out here on video number like 80 in my hard drive, but I've only posted 52 videos to my channel or something like that. 52 or 56, whatever, which means I have like 20 something backlogged videos. That's enough for half a year. So if I hypothetically stopped filming videos and just edited one video a week, I would have enough for over half a year. So what I'm going to attempt to do, don't hold me to this, but what I'm going to try to do is at some point upload multiple long form videos in a week to finally get caught up. Because literally there's a video I'm working on where I say in the video, it's October. It's March. That video is probably not going to get posted till May or June, if I'm being for real. An October video? That's crazy. October? That's crazy. Ooh, I'm missing chat. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm the kind of person, I'll spend like 5 minutes on one question and then chat has gone by. I'm sorry. Okay, let me get caught up. Am I in any fandoms or things I love that aren't about crochet? Fandoms? No. But like in terms of other things I'm interested in besides crochet, I was a track athlete for 19 years. From I was 6 until I was 25. And I did compete once in November of last year, so I was 26. But yeah, I love track and field, and I did it for a majority of my life. And when I get the time, I will pop into the track every now and then. Like my coach is just like, okay, Olivia's going to show up for a week and then disappear again for a month. And so, yeah, it's to be expected at this point. I would love to, I used to train every day, Monday to Friday, and then compete on weekends. Like I was a track girly, but now I have a full-time job. And it gets in the way of everything else I want to do. Like I want to crochet, but I can't because I have a job. Lame. I want to run in a straight line, but I can't because I have a job. Lame. I am, I just want to work for myself. I just want to do things I like all day. But then again, who doesn't? You gotta go. Well, thank you for popping by in my stream. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm reading. Why do I like crocheting ruffle hats so much? Because they're cute. And I love making cute things. What am I most excited about for my trip? To get out of the cold. Which sounds crazy coming from someone who was born in January. Like, I'm such a... Can someone explain this to me? I am not the biggest fan of the cold. However, I wouldn't live somewhere that's hot all the time because I like when the seasons change. So I don't like being cold, but at the same time, like let's say I like moved to like California or something, let's say, and then it's my birthday and it's hot, or like it's Christmas and there's like a palm tree, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're decorating a palm tree for Christmas. Like I just can't. I'm sorry. Like I like when the seasons change, but I want to be inside. Does that make sense? Like I want to be inside my house and look out the window and see the pretty snow, but I don't want to go out in the snow. Does that make sense? So it's like I'm not moving. I love where I live, but I don't like being cold. But yet I'm born in January. Like, can someone explain that to me? Like, I could get out of the cold. Your girl could move. I'm a big grown woman. I could move if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. So yeah. Yeah. So yes, I'm excited about the heat, but I wouldn't want the heat 24/7, 365. That's where I'm at. But yes, I am excited to relax. I'm also excited to not have work for a week. Your girl booked off work for a whole week. Love that for me. So yeah, I'm excited to not have to think about work. That's I probably am more excited for that than the heat. Like no work. Love that. Edit out, it's October in my backlog videos. I technically can't. Like I could. I really could. I could finesse it. But in the video, I mentioned Thanksgiving, and Canadian Thanksgiving is in October. Like, long story short, I'm crocheting something for someone for Thanksgiving in that video, so it wouldn't really make sense for me to omit the date. Like, I could, but nah. Like, at this point, you guys know that it's an old video. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't need to hide anything from you guys. You love track too? Ugh, it's hard to find people who like track because I find that people are into like the main sports, like, oh, football, basketball, maybe even baseball, like things that are on TV like all the time. Your husband ran in school and your daughter's getting into it. Love that. Love a track family. I have nephews and I'm trying to get my nephews into track. Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could be your coach. Like let me bestow my knowledge onto you. I have so much knowledge. So yeah, like, hold on. What row am I on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, good. We're good. So yes, I love track down bad. I used to be a sprinter, and then I became a long jumper / triple jumper, and that was a good decision because I ended up being like very good at jumps. Like, okay, can I give you a little timeline of me doing track? So I started track when I was 6, and I was a sprinter. I used to do the 100, like only the 100, and then for indoors, I would do the 60 meter. But then I would always do long jump, like just for fun. Like I never trained for it in practice. It was just like, oh, I was fast, so I had the momentum, so I jumped pretty far and like did pretty well in competitions, but I never actually trained for it. Then when I was 13, I incorporated the 200 meter. No lies. I started doing the 200 meter in school at 10, but I didn't do it for club until I was 13. And then 13 is also when I started doing triple jump, and I was good at that. So I was doing the 100, 200 long jump and triple jump and the 4x1. Like, your girl was doing every event. And there was a point in time where I dabbled in hurdles, and I've tried every event at some point. I wasn't good at most of them. Like I'm not a thrower. Shot put, not for me. Javelin, not for me. High jump, I only tried it once, so I don't really know. And then what other events exist? I've never tried pole vault, and I don't do long distance. No, thank you. And so, yes, my main events 100, 200, long jump, triple jump. But I never ever trained for jumps. I just did it for funsies. You were doing it all. I was like, I don't know where I got the energy from. Like, like as a teenager, ooh, I don't know. Like, I really don't know where that energy was coming from. Now, as a 27-year-old, I'm like, it's exhausting just thinking about it. And I did it and didn't even break a sweat. Like, I was doing everything because it's like you'd have the 100, you'd have the heat and the final. The 200 was typically a timed final. And then for long jump and triple jump, you got 6 jumps. You'd get 3 jumps in the qualifying round and 3 more jumps in the final. And I almost always made the final. So your girl was doing 6 long jumps, 6 triple jumps, 2 100s, 1 200, and 2 4x1s because there would be a heat and a final for the relay. How many times was I running up and down in a day? In one day. Like, track meets are full day events, like 8 a.m. to like 5 p.m. And the whole time your girl's running up and down. Don't know where I got that energy from. Couldn't tell you. Okay? This was before I was old enough for caffeine. So I don't know. I do not know where that energy was coming from. But yeah, that I was doing all of that. Then I got injured. Ugh. I feel like every athlete has that injury story. They're like, oh, I could have gone D1, but then I got an injury. Like, I feel like every athlete has that story. And I have that story too. So when just before I turned 16, I got like a really bad ankle sprain and I was able to come back. But in terms of sprints, I was so far behind the other girls that, like, in my opinion, there was no coming back. So I sprained my ankle in the 10th grade and I wasn't really competing again, like for real, till the 12th grade. And by then it's like, this is the year, if you're going to get a scholarship, you have to do it this year. So I'm like, I can't attempt to get back in the ranks for sprints. So your girl's a jumper now. Your girl's a jumper, right? So I started focusing on jumps in the 12th grade. And then when I got to university, I did straight jumps the whole time. And by the time I graduated, we're going to fast forward because this story's too long. But by the time I graduated from university, I was the 10th best long jumper to ever compete for my school and the 5th best triple jumper. So I am top 10 in both events, and I didn't really become a jumper until I got to university. Like, the first time I ever had a jumps coach was when I was like 19 years old. So the fact that by the time I graduated, I went from never being coached in this event to being top 10 all time in 2 events, like, even though I didn't go as far in track as I would have hoped, like, the goal was the Olympics. I'm not going to lie. I went to the Olympic trials in 2024. But then I didn't qualify because I came 10th place. But anyways, that was obviously the ultimate goal and I didn't get there. But if I look back, like, part of me is disappointed that I didn't reach the ultimate goal, but I did have like a pretty good track career if I look back on my life. And so, yeah, like, I love me some track and field, and your girl's still fit. Like, if there's a meet, I might just hop in and I'll probably still make a final because I'm still pretty fit. So yeah, your girl can still compete with the Toronto girlies. Am I competing internationally? No, but I can compete with the Toronto girlies. So anywho, that's the long backstory that you probably didn't ask for, but there it is. Okay, let me try and rapid fire these. Sorry. I know, I'm a rambler. I'm so sorry. When is my birthday? My birthday is January 24th, which is, I love my birthday so much. Every year I'm just like, ooh, like, I love my birthday. Just can't wait for it. Will I vlog my trip? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'll film some shorts. Like, I have some like transition shorts I plan to do, like, not to spoil it, but I'll tell you one that I have in mind. I'm basically gonna like start in Canada and transition to me being in Jamaica and wearing something that I made for my Jamaica trip. So I'm not gonna say any more because I don't want to do too many spoilers. But yeah, so I'm gonna film some stuff, but it's probably gonna be short form. Where am I? Solomon, hi, how are you? You probably said that so long ago, and I'm so sorry. I was engrossed in my track story. um, um, Thanksgiving referenced. Yeah, Thanksgiving is gonna be referenced in like May. Um, do something like Christmas in July and make it backlog videos a summer series. Ooh. Hmm. On my Jamaica trip, like obviously I want to like spend some time on the beach and stuff, but I might actually spend a lot of time editing, which you might be like, "Girl, get outside, enjoy the sun." I will, but who's to say I can't edit by the pool? You know what I'm saying? Like I do actually feel like, because the thing is, for me, in a general sense, social media doesn't feel like work. You know how the phrase people say, I'm going on another tangent. I'm sorry. I know I said I was about to rapid fire. I lied. I'm sorry. So, you know how people say, like, do a job you love, and you'll never work a day in your life? Like, for me, like, crocheting doesn't feel like work. Sorry, what row am I on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, one more. Yeah, crochet doesn't really feel like work, and neither does editing. Like, yes, I can get a little tired of editing long form because some of my videos take me like 10 plus hours to edit, but it's like, to be transparent, I'm trying to make this crochet thing my job, like making money from my YouTube as well as Etsy. Like I'm trying to like turn this into my thing, right? And so it's something, I was going somewhere with that and I lost my train of thought. It's something that will hopefully be my job at some point, but it won't feel like work because it's the thing that I want to do. Does that make sense? Like right now at my current job, it's like I'm just working for someone else and making the CEO of the company richer. You're like, my paycheck not changing. No matter how hard I work, no matter how well I do, my check is the same. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you work for yourself, it's like the input matches the output. It's like if I make and sell 10 hats, then I'm going to make more money than if I slacked off and only made 3 hats. You know what I mean? So it's like the more work I put in is the more I get out. And I love the idea of that. And so, anywho, editing doesn't really feel like work. So I might be editing on my trip. So hopefully I can get some videos done. Who's my favorite music artist? Can I be for real? I don't think I have one. I listen to a little bit of everyone. Like, I don't really have artists where I'm like, ooh, I'm listening to their whole discography top to bottom. Like, I don't know. Like, if I were to pick someone, I would likely pick Bruno Mars because I feel like I've never heard a song by him that I don't like. Like, Mans has been famous since I was like 10, maybe younger. Maybe I found out who he was when I was 10, which would be like 17 years ago. And in that time, Mans has released hit after hit after hit. Like, he's definitely had his like hiatuses and his side quests of like Silk Sonic, but those songs were bangers too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he doesn't miss. Like, I have songs by other artists that I don't necessarily like, but like in a general sense, their music is good. They might have like 2 or 3 songs I don't like. But for him, I like every single song I've ever heard by him. So if I had to pick, I'd likely pick Bruno Mars. And we're gonna pause for a second because there is a factory knot in my yarn. So where are my scissors at? Need to cut that out real quick. Track kids seem like they have so much fun hanging out between events. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, like the thing about track is it's like, from my experience, it's a full day event. So you're like, let's say the meet starts at 8. Like maybe the 1500 meters is going to be at like 8 a.m. or something, right? It's like everyone gets on the bus, the team bus, at like 7 maybe, get to the track by 7:30, and then you're basically there the whole day until maybe 5:30 or 6, because relays are usually the last event. And then after the relay is over, you have to get your medals and stuff, right? And like that takes some time, and organizing everyone, making sure everyone's there, because you have to, especially with the relay. So there's 4 people per team, which means the first, second, and third, like for the podium, that's 12 people. So you have to make sure all 12 people are there. Everyone gets their medal or ribbon or whatever they're handing out at that meet. And it takes time to get everyone organized. So you're not leaving the track till like 6 p.m. Like you're at the track for almost 12 hours. And even if you're like me and you're doing 5 events in a day, there's still downtime. There's definitely downtime. Like I wasn't running the 100 and then immediately running the 200. Like there might be like a 2-hour break between, right? And so, yeah, like it was a good time. And then it's also, it's like very good for team building, because between your events, you're also going and cheering on your teammates. You know what I mean? Like, one thing I will say this. Field events do not get as much love as track events. And as someone who did both, I've experienced both. So it's like when I would do the 100, it's like everyone is in the stands, everyone is watching, everyone congratulates you, right? But then in field events, I'd win an event and no one would even know that I won because no one was watching. You know what I mean? Sorry, I need to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, now we do, oh, mistake. The 13th row was supposed to be the decrease row. Your girl did not decrease. My bad. My bad. That's fine. Let's fix it. But yeah, so I remember this one time, this was in like the 9th grade, but me and so at like the so you have the area meet and then regionals and then provincials, right? Provincials is like the equivalent of state, right? And so we were at areas, and the top 5 would in each event would get to move on to regionals, right? And so we had 4 girls from our school competing in grade 9 girls triple jump. Hi Hannah, how are you? And we literally were in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th. And if you're curious, I was the one who was in 1st. Just in case you're curious. So anyways, our team, the grade 9 girls on our team were sweeping the podium, and then our 4th girl was still in 5th, meaning she was still gonna qualify for regionals, right? So basically all of the girls who were competing in that event, we were all gonna move on, right? No one was watching. No one was watching grade 9 girls triple jump. And I was like, you're literally about to witness us sweep the podium? Or rephrase, you could be witnessing it, but you're not watching. Like you're over in the stands watching the 800. Not that the 800 isn't interesting, but we don't even have any people running the 800. So what are you watching the 800 for? Anywho, how are you? I am good. I'm just sitting and chatting. Our current topic of conversation is track and field, because I was a track athlete in my youth, and so I'm just reminiscing on the old times. But yeah, something I noticed, especially when you're younger, not so much like when you get to university, or more like if you're in your first year of uni, everyone wants to be a sprinter, everyone wants to be in the limelight, all this stuff. But when you get into your upper years, you pick the event that you're best at. You don't just pick the event that is going to get all the glory, because it's like some people would rather come 57th place in a 100 but just say that they were in the 100 versus like coming first in a field event, right? Like they'd rather come last in the 100 than first in shot put, simply because no one's going to watch the shot put and they want the glory. And I'm like, that ain't it for me. Like, I want to excel at the thing that I'm doing. And hi Liliana, how are you? There's different people have different skill sets. Like, for example, I'm not built to be a thrower. And that's okay. And that's not to say that you can't do things that you like. Like, if you like throwing, I'm not saying give it up per se, but also train for another event as well if you're trying to excel in the sport. Is this another factory now? Oh no, it's not. That's the magic knot that I tied from before. I forgot that I frogged a row. But yeah, so track is more popular than field. But I love me some field events, and I find field events to be more dramatic in the sense that if you don't know how field events work, like high jump and pole vault are a little different, but every other field event works like this. Everyone gets 3 attempts, and then the top 8 get 3 more for a total of 6 attempts, right? And so sometimes someone could be leading for the whole event, and then someone comes out of nowhere in round 6 and takes the whole thing. Like, that doesn't really happen in races. Like, that might happen in like a long distance race where on the last lap someone comes out of nowhere and wins. But in a 100 meter, it's like it happens in like 10 seconds or less. Like, there's no room for that drama. But in a field event lasts like an hour. So it's like you don't know who's going to win for a full hour. Like, there's drama. Like, I love field events. I really do. Like, and it also feels more, just in my opinion, it feels more fulfilling because it's like, you get to compete for longer. When you're doing my PB in the 100, back when I was in the 9th grade, was 12.87 seconds, which isn't like super fast, but it's like pretty decent for like a 14-year-old, right? So you train for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours per week, and then you run for 12 seconds and go home. Like, what? Crazy. Now I train for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours a week, and then I get to compete for an hour, right? So it feels more worth it. It's like, let's say you go to the Olympics, right? And you run the 100, you go out into the Olympic Stadium, you run for like 10 seconds for men and like 11 seconds for women, and then you exit the stadium. You waited 4 years for this moment, and it ended in 11 seconds. No. Bro, if I've waited 4 years for this moment, I'm staying on that track for at least an hour. Okay? Like, I love field events. You get to experience it for longer. There's just more event. More event is happening. It's happening longer. So I love me some field events, and it saddens me that it's so overlooked because it literally, field events take up more time than track events in the sense that each field event lasts an hour. And like, there's no running event besides the marathon that lasts that long, right? So yeah, field events are elite in my opinion. Hello, Let's Crochet and Craft. How are you? So yeah, you guys are probably like, girl, we didn't come here for sports. So, if you have any other topics of conversation, let me know because I don't want to talk your ear off about track if you're not interested in track. But high key, I could talk about track all day because I competed for like 20 years. I have stories, I have achievements, like, but I don't want to go on and on. I feel you on the field event topic. Yeah, like I once I like really got into field events in university, I was like, this is where it's at. Like I always did long jump as a kid, but I never saw it as my main event. So yeah, once I did see it as my main event, I was like, I'm gonna be over here for the rest of school. How did your crochet journey start? I started crocheting when I was 11, so 16 years ago. Every time I say that, I'm like, girl, you're getting old. But yeah, so basically, the elementary school I went to had a crochet club, and okay, a couple of things. So I went to three different elementary schools because when I was a kid, my parents kept moving every 4.5 seconds. So I went to one school for junior and senior kindergarten, a different school for grades 1 and 2, and then a different school for grades 3 through 8, right? So the reason why this is relevant is because at my third school, I started there in the third grade, and they like put on the announcements like, oh, the first crochet club meeting is like this Tuesday or whenever it was, right? So then I went to the meeting and they told me that I was too young and they said that you have to be in at least grade 4. So I was like, okay, fine. So then I wait a year. Now I'm in grade 4 and they announce, oh, crochet club is starting. Cool. I go to the meeting and then they're like, oh no, last year the grade 4s had a lot of trouble with it, so we've increased the age to grade 5. I'm like, just because they struggle doesn't mean I'm going to struggle. Like, you're not even going to give me the chance? I was like, and what's crazy to me is I don't know why I knew I was going to like crochet. Like, I didn't even fully know what crochet was, but I just felt it in my bones. I'm like, I'm going to like this thing. And I'm like, why is no one letting me do the thing that I know I'm going to like? Like, they turned me away 2 years in a row. And I was like, girl, I'm trying to learn to crochet. Anyways, so fun fact, I actually learned how to knit before I learned how to crochet. My grandma taught me how to knit. So after I like went home and I was like complaining to my dad, I was like, they won't let me join crochet club. And then he's like, okay. Like my dad doesn't know the difference between crochet and knitting, right? So he's like, oh, I'll get your grandma to teach you to crochet. Meanwhile, my grandma was teaching me how to knit. Hi Nord, what's up? How are you? So anyways, I go to my grandma's house thinking I'm going to learn to crochet. And then when I show up, she hands me knitting needles. And I was like, I'm not entirely sure what crochet is, but I know that it's not this. But anyways, she did teach me a knit stitch. That's the only stitch I ever learned. And I crocheted. I knit myself like a scarf, I think, and it had a bunch of holes in it. I dropped a bunch of stitches. Never knit anything ever again. I don't think I remember how to knit. If like, give me some knitting needles, I might be able to fumble through it, but knitting is not the craft for me, unfortunately. Then we get to grade 5 and they finally let me join crochet club. So yes, that is how I learned, from a club in my school, and they provided us with hooks and yarn and everything. Like everything was covered by the school. And so yes, once they let me in, I was pretty good at it. Like I feel like it was a long time ago, so I don't remember the specifics, but I feel like I picked it up pretty fast. And the reason why I think that is because this is where the story takes a bit of a sad turn, but the year I learned to crochet is the same year that Haiti had their earthquake. So this was in 2010. And the crochet club, as well as like people in the surrounding community, we crocheted mats and they were sent to Haiti so that the people who had lost their homes, they would have something to sleep on instead of sleeping on just like the bare ground and the rubble and all the stuff, right? And so I was making projects that like were going to use. You know what I mean? It's like when I made my first knit scarf, there was like a bunch of holes in it. Like it wouldn't have been usable. But it's like the items that I was making for crochet, like within the first couple months of me learning, like they were good enough that like they were going to be used for people, right? So it's like, while I don't remember what those projects look like and I don't have any pictures of them, because it was like before I had like a phone. Like now I would just like, let me snap a pic before I send it, right? But back then I was 11, so I didn't have a cell phone. So I don't have pictures, but from what I remember, they were good, right? And so it's basically like I was able to make a functional item within the first couple of months of learning how to crochet, but not with knitting. Not with knitting, right? So, yeah, like I made quite a few projects and they were all for like a very good cause. It was basically for like emergency relief and stuff. And so, yeah, that's how I got into it. And I feel like that's another reason I fell in love with it, because I was like, it's such a small thing, but it's making a difference in someone's life, right? Like a craft, like something that's just like, ooh, fun craft. Like this is this is like a memento that someone gets to hold on to. This is something that's gonna show people like things will get better. Like things are like there are people out in the world who are thinking of us and helping us. And like I just like I got involved in this thing that was so much bigger than myself. And I feel like that is something that like really attached me to crochet, because I've done other like arts and crafts and I've been interested in other things in the past, but this one like really stuck. And I think it's because I realized like I was impacting people like pretty much like a month after I learned to crochet, right? And so yeah, I just love the craft. And now like I started my business almost 2 years ago, and it's like I just want to make things that benefit someone's life in a sense. Like it doesn't have to be like this big thing of like disaster relief. It doesn't need to be something as heavy as that, but it's like if I crochet this hat and it makes you feel pretty when you wear it, you know what I mean? It's like I just want something I make to positively impact people. And so yeah, like I fell in love with crochet before I even learned to do it. Like I don't know what it was. I really don't know what it was, but I just knew that I was going to like it. I knew it. Like they said the word crochet on the announcements at school, and I was like, I'm joining that club. And it took me 2 years before they let me in, but once they let me in, I was like, I was right. Like, this is it. And 16 years later, I'm still doing it. So 11-year-old me knew what it was about. She knew that she was going to like it. And she kept showing up until they let her into the club. Okay. So yes, that is how I started crocheting. And I never stopped. That's cool. You guys were able to provide items to people in time of need. Yeah, like honestly and truly, like I'm so glad that as a community, like they would essentially like it was kind of like you would make stuff and put it in like a drive, like you know how you have like food drive, so it was kind of like a crochet drive. So then they would like show all the stuff like at an assembly, and it's like, oh, there's like 50 mats that we're sending to Haiti this month, right? And then they'd all get shipped off. Like it was like a thing that like people in the community came together and did, and it was like a very good experience. Like I'm obviously it was based on a disaster, but I'm saying I'm glad that I was able to be a part of like just people doing good and people taking care of others. Like I'm glad that I could have been a part of that. So, yeah. I'm yeah, crochet has like I've been able to do a lot through crochet, which makes me like just fall in love with it more and more. Like it seems like it's simple, but what's simple to you means the world to someone else. And so, yeah, that's that's how it all started. And yeah, I love the craft. Love it, love it, love it. And as long as my hands will let me, you gonna see me crocheting. Speaking of how I said I learned to knit first, a video idea I had, which will likely not come out for a while because remember, we have the backlog, right? But a video idea I had was like, you know how people will do, like artists, like visual artists, they'll be like, they'll do a challenge like drawing blank from memory. So they, like, let's say they're drawing, I don't know, a cartoon character, but they haven't like watched the cartoon in 10 years. So they just try to like visualize it and draw it to the best of their ability. I was thinking of doing a video like knitting from memory, like just trying to knit like a rectangle. Like, cause I don't know if I even remember how to cast on. Like, but part of me is like, what if the muscle memory is there? Like, what if I don't think I know it, but I do? Like, yeah. So that's an idea I had, like knitting for the first time in 17 years or whatever I would title the video. I don't know. But yeah, I want to see if I remember any part of knitting and I want to turn it into like a challenge video. But once again, we got to get caught up on the backlog first. um, so yeah, also a little sneak peek, I guess, into future content. I've been getting steady Etsy orders recently, and I've been filming myself like making the orders, packaging them, sending them, all that stuff. And so one of the reasons why I have such a backlog is because of the orders that I've been getting. It's like I have some crochet vlogs where it's like I oh, I don't know if you just heard that. My cat is scratching at my door. I have some like crochet vlogs where it's just like, oh, I crocheted this thing, or come along with me as I like crochet this thing. But then I also have like orders. And it's like I've been trying to put more than one order into one video. Like if they come in like back to back, but it's like if I get one this week and then one 2 weeks from now, it's like I'll put them into different videos, right? And so then I end up filming a bunch of videos that I don't end up editing, but then it's like I want to film the process, right? So then that's why I've been filming so much, because I've been getting quite a number of orders lately. And speaking of that, so as I said, I'm going away, right? And I don't want to put my shop on vacation mode because I've heard that, like, basically, I've been building a lot of momentum recently and I don't want to lose that momentum. And when you put your shop on vacation mode, people can't find your shop. Like, your shop is not in search, right? And so I have instead, hi Jada, hi Crocheting with Maze, how are you guys? I have instead extended my processing time. So as of yesterday, I changed my processing time to 2 weeks. So essentially, let's say hypothetically someone ordered something today, I wouldn't ship it out for another 2 weeks because I'm not going to be here. Like, I'm not going to have access to my yarn when I'm away. I'm going to crochet a little bit while I'm away. So I'm going to bring a couple of skeins of yarn with me, probably cotton yarn, because cotton yarn is smaller, like the skeins are smaller. Hi, Kristen, and hi, Nord. Or no, I said hi to Nord already, but yes, you're congratulating me on 15K subs. Thank you so much. But yeah, the cotton skeins are smaller, which means I can fit them better into my carry-on because I am not checking a bag. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I'm not paying for that. So yes, I will be bringing some yarn, but not a lot. So basically, if I get an order for a specific item and I have the yarn here at home, but I'm not home, then I won't be able to make the order, right? So I've basically made it so that by the time I come back, if I do get orders while I'm away, I will still have 1 week to make the order, right? So I'm giving myself the buffer of when I come back, I'll, it's not like, oh, the day I come back, I have to ship out 5 orders the next day. Like, no, I'll still have a week from the day I come back before I even need to start making the thing, let alone sending the thing out, right? So that is what I've done. I did have an order sneak in on Friday. So that order I will be shipping out before I leave. But every other order, unless, like, let's say someone ordered something I've pre-made, then I might just pack it up and ship it out tomorrow. But for the most part, anything that's ordered right now, you gotta wait 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I'm going away. And I don't want to mess up. Like, I currently have like 100% like shipping on time rate and all this stuff. And I don't want to, basically, let me just say this. I am likely to get an order while I'm away because I've been getting steady orders. And so I don't want that person to think they're going to get it in a week when I'm literally not in the country. So yeah. You gotta hop off. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. And thank you for joining my very first live stream. I hope to do more, likely when I come back from vacation. That's a great story. She collects and highlights crochet donations. Oh, so there's another crocheter who collects crochet donations. I might have to check out the person's channel. Like, that's another thing. I like, when I figured out that I could crochet without looking, it was from watching other crocheters. I was like, I didn't even consider that was a thing that I could do. So if you have crochet channel recommendations, let me know, because I need to watch some more crocheters. Oop, we're running low on green yarn. I hope I win Yarn Chicken. Oh my goodness. We're on the last row, but this is what I have left. Okay. Hopeful. How close am I? I'm like halfway through the last row. Let's see if I win or lose. I hope I win. I hope I win. I did say at the beginning of this that I wasn't sure about that green. I did say that, but we'll see. Because usually I can make 2 of these hats from 2 full skeins, but I knew that I already used these skeins for other projects. So we will see. Nope. Don't get tangled. Don't get tangled. We were doing so well. We were doing so well. You know how, like, when you do a center pull and then, like, near the end, when the skein gets really floppy, it wants to start tangling up? We ain't got time for that. Not today, please. And I find it so funny that I basically crocheted this whole hat without counting. Like, yes, I've been counting the rows, but I have not been counting my stitches. So hopefully the stitch count is right. When this is done, I'm going to put it on my head. And if it fits, then the stitch count is right. And if it doesn't fit, then I done messed up. But what else? What another topic of conversation? I feel like I've been rambling. But then again, I did say this was a crochet and chat. So we've been crocheting and we've been chatting. So what else? Hello, Seta. How are you? Something I just quickly want to shout out. In February, Seta made a video about Black crochet creators to watch, and I was mentioned in the description of her video. And then I had people, you love the black hat video? The one that, are you talking about the one where I crocheted 5 months ago and just sold it? I was having a blast filming that. I was like, this is such a funny story. Everyone needs to know. But yes, so after that video was posted, I had people coming to my channel and saying, Seta sent me here. And I was like, who is this? So then I go to YouTube and I type in Seta Crochet, and then I stumble across her channel and stumbled across the video where she mentioned me. So yes, creators supporting creators. Love that. Thank you so much. Like, I'm truly, truly grateful. So like in a general sense, like the growth that I've been seeing recently and like the community I've been building and just like the crochet space in general, like people have just been like so nice and kind and like welcoming. Like I'm obviously not the first crochet creator, right? It's like so many people have been in this space before me, and it's like I while I don't well, I haven't conversed with many crochet creators, and it's mostly like my community that I've been communicating with. Like when I do get a chance to speak with another creator, it's like people have just been so welcoming, and I love that. Like it's like this is a safe space. It's like there's so many different niches on YouTube, and it's like the crochet girlies that I've met, they've all just been so kind. And so yes, I am so glad that I started my crochet channel, because as I was telling you guys earlier, this is not my first YouTube channel. And while like I wouldn't say I had any negative experiences per se with my old channel, which was just like no specific niche. I just kind of posted whatever I wanted. It's like because I wasn't in a niche, I didn't really get to connect with people in a particular space because I wasn't in one space. I would post a tech video and then a vlog and then talk about sports, and I was in music theater in high school and I would talk about that and all this stuff, right? Like your girl was all over the place. So it's like I couldn't really connect with the sports and fitness people because I wasn't only posting sports and fitness, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you pick a topic and you make videos about that topic all the time, then it's like you really get ingrained in the community of that space. And I know that, like, if any of you, like another tidbit, if any of you guys are aspiring content creators, I know that a lot of people can feel boxed in, like when people say pick a niche, which is essentially pick one topic and make every video surrounding that topic. I know that people can feel boxed in because they're like, oh, but this isn't the only thing that I like, which is true. You guys just heard me ramble on for like 15 minutes about track and field. So clearly I love me some track and field, okay? And so, like, but even though I do have that interest, if I just randomly talk to you guys about track one day on this channel, you'd be like, that's not what I came to this specific corner of the internet for, right? And so it doesn't mean you can't have other interests. Of course you can. But it's like you share one of your interests on this particular platform. Like in your personal life, you can obviously still talk about your other interests, take part in your other interests. Like I can still go to the track and do some runs, you know what I mean? But it's like on this particular platform, I don't need to share everything, like every dimension of myself. I can just focus on the crochet part, which also I feel like people will think, oh, I'll run out of video ideas because I can only talk about one thing. But for me, I actually feel like it's been easier to come up with video ideas because the space that you're in is like constantly changing. Like I've filmed videos about like things about Etsy, and it's like, well, the Etsy platform changes. You know what I mean? So it's like then you can even make an updated video on a video that you made in the past and all this stuff, right? Meanwhile, when it's like you can make a video about anything because your channel is just kind of like a lifestyle channel, then essentially having too many options can make you not pick anything. Like, have you ever like opened Netflix and you spend half an hour just trying to find something to watch, right? It's like, meanwhile, when you had cable television, you turn it on and something's already playing. So you just picked something because you didn't really have to make a choice. Like the TV picked for you. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, when you have to pick and you have 1,000 movie options, then you end up not picking any of them. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to video ideas, oh, I can make videos about anything. And then you end up making videos about nothing, right? Because you're so overwhelmed by all the different choices, right? So I was like going back to when I said, it took me 10 years of content creation to kind of get to a point of momentum. That was my own fault in the sense that for the first 8 years on my other channel, I chose not to have a niche, even though every single person on YouTube said, pick a niche. And like, obviously you can branch out later. Like if I start with crochet and let's say hypothetically 5 years from now, I'm not crocheting anymore, which let's be for real, I will be. I've been crocheting for 16 years. And you think I'm not going to go for 5 more? Of course I am. But if hypothetically I wasn't into crochet anymore, at that point, a lot of people might like me for my personality. So they might watch me do a track video or they might watch me do a tech video because they just want to see what I'm up to. But in the beginning, when people don't really know you well, you have to give them a reason to want to know you. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, picking a niche isn't the be all end all. It's not that you can never do anything different ever for the rest of your life. That's not how that works. But it's like, this is a temporary choice that you need to make if it's something that you're interested in growing. Like if you're posting on social media, like you're posting Instagram stories, like just for your friends and stuff, then yeah, literally post whatever. But it's like, if you want to potentially make money from your content or you want a lot of subscribers or whatever your goal is, like if you're trying to grow a platform, you need to pick a focus. And when I say you need to, 1% of people might be able to just get away with, oh, I'm just going to post my life. But the rest of the 99%, I'm a part of that 99%. The rest of the 99% of us, we cannot get away with that. And that's okay. It really is. You just have to play to your strengths. For me, crochet is one of my strengths. And you develop that, and then you develop an audience over time, and then you can eventually branch out if that's something you want to do. Sorry, my yarn is so tangled right now. I've been stuck in this one spot for like 5 minutes. What is happening? What is happening? I'm confused. So yeah, we're gonna pause crocheting for a second because I need to detangle my green yarn. If I could find the other end. Ooh, okay, there we go. So we're going into the yarn untangling portion of this live stream. But yes, I've run out of things to talk about. If anyone has any topics of conversation, let me know. I know that before I was taking like 5 minutes to answer a single question, but if you have any questions, let me know. This is bad. Look at this. Like, I feel like I can get it undone, but this is gonna take a bit. That's the one thing that I don't like about the center pull. When the ball or the skein is full, then it's like so easy because the skein isn't just like rolling around everywhere. But when it gets floppy, that's when it gets tangled. So right now I'm going to roll up from the other end into a little ball. Ooh, let me not undo all of my work by dropping the ball of yarn. But yeah, I did not intend to stream for this long. I know some people are like, oh, 24-hour live stream, and they can just go on and on and on and on and on. We're not there yet. Maybe I'll get there one day. Right now we're at an hour and a half, and I'm like, oh wow, like what do I talk about? Would you like to try micro crochet one day? Ooh, can I? I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek into a future video. This is not one that has been filmed, but you know how a lot of people in the crochet community have been like posting their crochet hot takes? Let me tell you one of mine. Like there's gonna be so many in this video because I have a lot of hot takes. But let me tell you one of my hot takes. Anything less than a 5mm hook is micro crochet to me. I'm sorry, you ain't never gonna catch me using less than a 5mm hook. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Micro crochet is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But I do not have the patience. I'm so sorry. I also, look, my eyes are not very good. You want me to, I'm not even going to be able to see the hook. Nah. I'm so sorry. Like, you know how I said play to your strengths? That's not one of my strengths. I'm so sorry. You will never catch me. I don't even own a hook smaller than a 5. And I never intend to. You know how you can buy like hook sets? I don't. I buy my hooks one at a time, which is technically more expensive in the long run. But it's like, I don't want the hook set that comes with a 3.75. What am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with the 3.75? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to buy the individual hook sizes that I like, and it's going to cost more money, but I don't care because what's the point of having 50 hooks and I'm only going to use 3? You know what I'm saying? So you guys agree with me? Okay. 4mm is the smallest you'll go. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Maybe it's not that much of a hot take, but for me, I'm just like, when I'm watching a tutorial and like, let's say the recommended hook size is smaller than a 5, I would rather do the math to figure out how to change the pattern to work for a 5 than to try to work the pattern with smaller. Like, I'm sorry. I'd rather do the math. Like, oh, I'm making a garment and it says to use a 3.75. I will do the math to figure out how many stitches I need to take out so that I can use a 5mm hook. Like, I'm not going, I'm not doing it. I'm not the one. I'm really not. Like, I'd rather do math. Like, I'm the kind of person, I like when projects work up fast, and the smaller the hook, the slower it works up. And I don't, like, yes, crochet is a slow craft, and I understand that, but I can't do it. It's like, even like the reason I like making these hats so much, because they work up fast. Like, because I double stranded it and I use a 6.5 for this. Works up so fast, so quick like. And I love that for me. So yeah, if you want to hear some of my other hot takes, you're going to have to wait for that video, which I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be a while because we've established the backlog of videos that I have. But ooh, I have so many hot takes and I literally cannot wait to share them with you. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah. I cannot wait to post that video. Because, like, I've watched some people's hot take videos, and I'm like, ooh, like, I have so much to add. Like, I feel like I have some hot takes that other people haven't mentioned yet. So I'm like, ooh, I want to make my version of this video. For summer design, it's cute, but too long to make. For, like, micro crochet. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when you're making things with smaller hooks, you're also usually using smaller yarn. So it's like lighter and flowy. Like I understand wanting, like if you're making like a summer garment, you want it to have that drape and you don't want to make it too thick and warm. Like I completely understand that, but I cannot bring myself to do it. Like I feel like weight 3 yarn is the lowest I would go. And I don't even think I've tried weight 3 yarn ever. But that is the lightest weight that I think I would go. Because in like another like tip, which like for crochet is if you want, let's say you want something to have drape, you can just use a hook size that's bigger than recommended. So it's like if you use a weight 2 yarn and a 5mm hook, then you're gonna get a lot of drape. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you use like thick yarn and a small hook, then that's when you get like really tight stitches, right? So if you want loose, flowy stitches, like there's 2 ways to get drape. Use a small hook and small yarn, or use a bigger hook than what's recommended. Like if you use a an 11.5mm hook with weight 4 yarn, you're gonna get a lot of drape. Yes, it's gonna have holes. So if you want something that's gonna give you full coverage, you're not gonna get full coverage. But if you're trying to make like something like that goes over like a tank top, so like you have coverage from your shirt and then you put this over top, like you're gonna get the drape because of all the, it's gonna be like very lacy unintentionally. Like if you use double crochets with thin yarn and a big hook, you're gonna get a lacy look, even though it's just regular double crochets. So you can really play around with different hook sizes and different yarn types. Like I'm not going down to micro crochet. I'm sorry, I cannot bring myself to do such things. But I have just untangled my yarn. So now we can hopefully finish up this hat. We're close. This is the end. We're right there. So hopefully I'm gonna win Yarn Chicken. This is how much green we have left. So let's see if we've untangled our yarn, yay, and we don't have much to go. So hopefully we can get this done. Thanks for the tip. I've never tried a bigger hook size. Yeah, like I'm like when you're from my experience, when you look at the yarn label and you see like the recommended hook size, that's for like if you want something structured. But then if you use a bigger hook size than recommended, that's when you get it. That's when you can like manipulate it to be flowy. Or if you use a smaller hook size, then you get like really close, very tight stitches. Like I recently used weight 5 yarn that recommended an 8mm hook, but I used a 5mm hook and I was making something that was amigurumi, and so I wanted the stitches to be tight, and the stitches looked so good. I don't want to I made a video about it, so I don't want to spoil it and tell you guys what I made, but it was for an order and it turned out so good. It turned out so cute, and like the person wanted that specific yarn, like in a specific color that only came in a weight 5, but they wanted something small. And I'm like, I can make it smaller. I'm like, I can finesse it. I can do anything. I can do anything I put my mind to. And so I would usually use a 6.5, even though it recommends an 8. I usually use a 6.5, but then I used a 5 and it came out mini just like they wanted, and it looked so good. So yes, you've used smaller hooks before, but not bigger. Yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. There was something that I don't remember if I ever showed it in a video, but I was trying to design like a lacy bandana. I didn't end up releasing it because I didn't get it exactly the way that I wanted it. But I was trying to make a lacy bandana, but like I didn't want it to be difficult to make, right? So I'm like, oh, I don't want to do like all this lace work and stuff. So I just did like a standard double crochet bandana, but I just used a big hook and then it came out lacy and I was like, ooh. So that's my little tip, a little crochet secret, if you will. So yeah, definitely give it a shot. Ooh, I think we're gonna. Ooh, let me not jinx it. No, I was about to say, I think we're gonna win. No. Look, this is how much green I have left. Guys, we might lose Yarn Chicken. And on my first stream, wow. Wow, I'm losing Yarn Chicken live. Crazy. Okay, well, we're about to get like 99% of this hat done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stitches. And I need to do 3 double crochets in each stitch, which means I had 33 stitches left. And we lost Yarn Chicken. We still have enough yellow, but we have run out of green. So sad. So I'm just going to pull up that loop. And this is what we got. I will try it on because I did say that I wasn't really counting my stitches. So I did say if it fits, then I have the right amount of stitches. And if it doesn't fit, then I don't have the right amount of stitches. So let's see if it fits. It fits. So I did do the right amount of stitches, so that's nice. But this hat will unfortunately not be finished until I come home from Jamaica because I'm not anticipating buying yarn right now. So, yes, we were close. We were close, but we did lose Yarn Chicken. And so, now that we have finished the hat, it's time to end the stream. And so I just want to thank everyone for coming to my first ever live stream. I've streamed for almost 2 hours. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to stream for an hour. What time is it? It is 3:52 p.m. So, yeah. I'm gonna take a nap. I told you guys earlier, I woke up early today, or my definition of early. I know some people are like, ooh, I wake up at 5 a.m. I'm not one of those people. I woke up at 8 a.m. today, and that's early for me, especially because it's the weekend. And like, I usually work nights. Like, at my job, I work from 5 to like midnight. So I'm not a morning person. I don't do mornings. I specifically got a job where I would not have to wake up early because I'm not a morning girly. I'm not. But I woke up early today, so I'm tired. So I'm going to take a nap. But I loved chatting with you guys. Sorry. I know I said I was going to end the stream, but I'm a rambler. So, I loved being able to talk with you guys in real time. Like, that's something I was so looking forward to with the live stream. I was like, I talk to you guys in the comments all the time, but it's like a comment section is so like, there's space. It's like you might say something and then I might see it 2 hours later, and then you might see it the next morning when you wake up and reply and all this stuff. And it's like, there's so much time I'm stuttering. There's so much time between replies. And so I was so looking forward to being able to talk to you guys in real time. And we talked about so many things today. We talked about crochet. We talked about track and field, which I don't know if you guys were interested in that, but your girl, I could talk your ear off about track and field. But yeah, we talked about so many topics that I can't even remember. And yeah, I'm just glad that like we can have this more like organic back and forth conversation. And I hope to do more live streams, not this upcoming week, because as I said, I am going on a trip. I'm going to Jamaica. But when I get back, maybe we can do this more because I had such a good time. So yes, thank you guys so much for tuning into my first ever live stream on this channel. And yes, I'm so happy for 15K. Sorry, I'm going to say it again. This was supposed to be a 10K live stream. And then I hit 5K before I could plan the not 5K, 15K before I could plan the stream. And then now we're at 16K. I'm doing a 15K celebration when I already hit 16K. So yes, this community has been growing so fast, and I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you for hanging out with me. And one last question. I am being asked what my favorite hook size is. My favorite hook size is a 6.5. This baby right here, my Susan Bates 6.5 millimeter hook. This is my baby. I love this hook. And yes, with that, I'm ending the stream, and you guys will see a YouTube short from me tomorrow, and obviously throughout the week. So bye guys.